So today we're going to talk about Google Documents and how to use the research tool that's available for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here to New, and we are going to start a new Google Doc. Now I'm going to entitle this State of the Union based on the big speech given last night, and then I'm going to show you how to use the research tool. So let's just type in State of the Union, and I'll show you what you can do here. Now what I can do after I've typed that in is I can highlight this and I can right click. And you'll notice I'm given a couple different options here. One of them says define, and that probably won't work for this because this is like 4 words, and usually the definitions work better if there's one. But you could define just a single word there. But I want to go to research. And when I click on research, you'll notice over here to the right that I get a lot of different results. Now this shows me web results, and we'll go back to that in a second. But I want to show you there's 2 menus on here that you need to know about. They're both drop-down menus. So this one has 2 things on it. One of them, when I use any of these things over here, it's going to cite it for me automatically in my paper. It's a great thing. You'll really like it. And it gives me 3 different ways I can do that: MLA, AP, or Chicago. Now the other thing that it's going to do is it's going to filter images, and I can set it up so that I only use free to use ones, or I can just use all the ones that are out there. So that's that menu. The other menu, the one at the top, you can see will come up with everything under State of the Union: images, scholar, quotes, dictionary, personal tables. So let's say I go here to images, and you'll see I got lots of images from the State of the Union that was given last night, and I can take this image and I can just drag it into my paper. And you'll notice right here at the bottom of my page it automatically cited this picture for me. I didn't have to do anything. That's great. So then I can come back here, and let's say that I want to look at a couple websites. So if I go to this political website, which is a fact checker, it will then take me to this website, and it'll state whether or not the president was on the money with what he was saying, or if he was a little bit off. And you'll notice here that they go through each of the statements that President Obama made in the State of the Union, and then they discuss whether or not he was being truthful in his statements. And so that's a neat feature, because I can go right there, right off of this research function, and I can look at some of these speeches. Now, here's some cool things here. You'll notice that it allows me to cite this right here. And so I can put that in there as one of my sources. I can insert a link and I can preview things from that. It's great. And so there's lots of great functions here with the research tool. You'll see if I go to quotes, it's probably not going to have, this the same type of things, because what it's looking for are quotes that have the word State of the Union in there. And you'll see this isn't really what I'm after. We've got James Madison, D.H. Lawrence, and so forth. That's really not going to work for me on this. But if I'm looking for a famous quote, that would be a good place to use it. I've got dictionary. Now scholar is going to be like literary and what do I want to say, journals that I could use that it would have on State of the Union and so forth. So you can see lots of great functions with research, and one of the great things about it is it allows me to cite my sources automatically. So there's a quick heads up about using research in papers, and next time we'll talk about how to add a bibliography to your paper. Take care.